My name is Max. My wife and I homestead on about 35 acres in upstate South Carolina. You're watching the Landfather YouTube channel. Stay tuned. So I haven't really been homesteading that long, a little over 2 years. One of the great things about homesteading is it shows you the gaps in your knowledge. One of the things I've gotten a lot better at is fixing mechanical things. I've got a few toys around here, a couple of four-wheelers, mini X, and my lawnmower. I've been having some problems with this mower, and I was just mowing and I just broke a belt. So I've got some work to do, some things I've never done before. Why don't you follow along? So I've got to remove the deck on this mower. I couldn't find any good videos on YouTube of how to do this, which is not unlike a lot of things. Sometimes you just got to figure it out. I believe the deck just hangs. Impacty boy. .9/16. There's my 9/16. I need to pick the machine up. So there's like a little cap right here that I think is what keeps that bar on. Haha. That is how that works. Great success. Here's a tip that if you're not very good at stuff will help. Put the things you take out into the holes they came out of. That just helps a lot. So this is my biggest and most obvious issue. What was once a bearing is now just a loose association of parts that look like a bearing. Get that off. Okay, so I believe this is called an idler arm. We're gonna start getting this bearing out of here. Totally failed. I gotta figure out how to drift this bearing out. This was the first time I've ever done anything with replacing a bearing. And little did I know that this half-cocked plan of trying to beat the bearing out with a hammer was doomed to never work. And I had an impending trip to Harbor Freight just on the horizon. I don't think that's gonna work. This is not giving up, but I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight and get a shop press. Because beating these things out of here is just not gonna work. I took the other one off, which was, these don't even spin. And I still have that. I need to get this thing cleaned off, but I also have two holes in my deck. So I'm gonna go get some more tools. Got a shop press. But before I pull that out and get assembled and push those bearings out, I'm gonna pressure wash off this deck. I hate pressure washing. These are my two little problems. This is a little bit of a problem too. All right, I think that's about as clean as it's gonna get. All right, now it's done. I'll let that drip dry for a little bit. So this is the new shop press I bought. This is a 12-ton shop press from Harbor Freight. Spyderco Spidey Chef in the pocket today. Feels like the jack. Now I've got a shop press. That was exciting. So the bearing is coming out, which is really good. I guess it just slipped, but lunch is ready and I'm gonna go eat. That's one out. That's both out. I really don't think I could have done that any other way. So I got the bearings in the freezer. Look at all that lovely meat. Ooh. Look at that. I did it. Now on to the second one, which is in the other idler arm. This one doesn't spin, it's all locked up. Haha. And I'm bleeding. Great success. Very nice. That would have been basically impossible without that. Now I gotta fix these two holes. I don't have a preponderance of metal laying around, so I'm gonna use this old mower blade. I don't know anything about welding, but I heard you're supposed to clean it up. I think I'm gonna knock an edge off each of these little pieces too. Who's ready to weld poorly on the internet? This guy. So there's barely knowing what you're doing welding, then there's me. I barely know what I'm doing. This is the only way you get better is you practice. I guess that'll work, right? That one turned out a lot better than that one. Boy, are they ugly. But I'm still gonna maintain that's better than having two holes in my deck, I think. This is the only orange thing I have. That looks terrible. PB Blaster. You can come see me. Daddy? Yeah. Brief interlude for my baby to come hang out with me in the shop. She had no clothes on, so didn't film it. Got this idler arm on, nice and good. I greased most everything on there, everything on here. I just dropped the blades because I'm gonna sharpen them. I sharpen my mower blades with a flap disc to avoid building too much heat. It can ruin the temper if you get too aggressive with it. So just go slow, nice and light. It's amazing the difference sharp blades make. Well, unfortunately, my camera keeps turning off because it's too hot, which is really frustrating. Again, Spyderco Spidey Chef, pocket today. Truly one of the all-time greatest pocket knives ever made. Got this from Jack's Small Engines off of online. This belt is $82, but it is an OEM Skag belt, which is what I wanted. Let's hope it fits. I think that is all functional. That's a pretty incredible feeling, finishing up something like that. At least for me. That's way more involved than any mower project I've ever had before. Super glad I bought the shop press. Don't think I could have done that without it. I'm also confident that even buying that shop press for this project means it came out cheaper than if I had taken it to a shop. I think I've had about $100 in parts between the bearings and the belts, and I have to imagine that would have been a $400 or $500 shop bill. Press was like 180 bucks, and now I have it forever. So I'm super pumped. That's kind of my whole point of this video is, you know, if you're gonna homestead and you're gonna try and be self-sufficient, a big part of that is fixing things. And I'm not the world's best at doing that, but the only way you get better at it is having the confidence to try. I really hope this thing works. She's back. And quite frankly, maybe better than ever. I've always been super impressed with this mower. If you're kind of thinking about moving out to the country or living on some land or homesteading or whatever you want to call it, I can't recommend enough getting the biggest, fastest, most capable, toughest, most capable mower you can afford, because the dividends it pays off and save time are substantial. I can tell a big difference in my blade speed and my quality of cut now that all the tension is right. And golly, it shoots things a lot farther out the side now. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. There's plenty more good content coming, so stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next video.